back again. I think it's August 20-something, 2016. It's a Thursday, 25th, August 25th, 11:32. We're in Albuquerque at Highland Park, really neat park. I'll show you guys. We've been playing out in the sprinklers, basically taking a shower, kind of. A mini shower, is that what you'd call it? Out here.
Well, hell, what I would call it is wonderful. Hell yeah, that was really nice. I needed a little refresher like that.
And now we're gonna have some cereal breakfast. I think I'm gonna do something different and just like put them right down here or something, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna blast the heat for a minute. Gosh, it's getting cold, isn't it?
It's cooling off.
It's not cold, but it's chilly.
It was kind of cold last night. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, and I got up for a while, and I came back to bed. And by the time I came back to bed, whew, it was cold. I was all under all these blankets and up to my baby, but I was freezing. So I like put my hands all on her, all freezing cold.
I don't mind. I'll warm it up.
My baby.
My sweetheart got up for a while, and during that time, I didn't know before that. Well, for one thing, my window was open, so cold air was coming in that side, which didn't bother me. But my socks weren't on because my baby did something to my toes.
Oh, yeah.
And my baby just found this gift from the universe because I really needed hand lotion. And I was like, I don't have any hand lotion?
Yeah. My baby was using Vicks Vapor Rub to moisturize
this morning. I just said it an hour ago, and my baby found this in the park for me. And this is what he did to my toes.
As you can see, Jody's toes are a lovely shade of sparkly blue.
Wow, they're metallic, neon kind of. What is that color?
It's like a
neon blue kind of.
It's like a.
It's pretty.
It's like a almost slightly purplish blue. What you say? I don't know.
It's got a hint of purple in it.
Almost a hint of purple. And yes.
Can you do that where you make your toes all come apart?
I can do that. I can do that with my toes.
With your toes?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, cool. I think that's pretty rare.
Well,
I don't know. Just check and see if you can make your pinky toe come away from your other toes. If you can do that, then that's what we're talking about. If you can't, then there's basically something probably wrong with you. But
if you can
I don't think everybody can do that. I think people with longer toes, like you and I have, are probably more able to do it.
Yeah, you gotta have long
stubby toes have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what I learned was I had no socks on, and my feet were cold. We're gonna have some breakfast here at this wonderful park where people are working, but they left us alone. I thought, what are we gonna do? We're pirates. If they bug us, what are we gonna do? They didn't bug us. Oh. Should we show them?
Yeah.
You go for it.
Wow. God, I really had to go.
No, dude. You don't know how freaking weird you look right now.
He's writing his name in the snow.
He's writing his whole damn novel. He's probably writing a Shakespearean play now. And there he's writing in Braille.
Now he's watering the grass, baby. He's like
actually probably literally.
He is a fountain, baby.
Yeah, that's how my baby
it's very
can
admirable.
pee more than anyone I've ever heard of. I didn't know besides horses, and along with horses, babe.
And then there's the miscellaneous workmen down there, kind of like the worker ants in society, which is
green grass.
Oh, baby, you said let's put this down there. Let's see.
That dude is still peeing. That's how my baby is, you know. It's like my baby will fill up a whole big old.
I have not been able to fill up a 44-ounce cup
all the way,
but
darn close.
I'm trying to figure out how like the body works. Like I don't know.
Got once a bladder
once you get
that's that big.
Once you get so full of pee, does your body stop making pee? Because I don't understand it. Because I can like
probably just
pee out like almost 44 ounces worth of pee.
Yeah, but
and then I didn't, and then that's that. But then 20 minutes later,
you'll pee some more.
I need to pee more, even though I haven't had anything more to drink. So all that liquid was still there.
In there, yeah. I think it like backs up somewhere.
I guess it must back
There
up.
could be a reserve, kind of a reserve tank or whatever that. But I never like
cool.
a second bladder or a
It'd be cool if you could have all of your bodily stuff sent into the cloud.
The iCloud.
Yeah. So you'd have that as like a backup, and you could just so you'd never actually have to go because all your stuff is up in the
there,
cloud.
and then but if you wanted to pee, say you're at a business meeting, the meeting is boring, and you're like all of a sudden you're like, oh, my iCloud's broken, I gotta go pee, and then they have restrooms and stuff.
Man, what would happen if iCloud crashed?
Oh my god! It would be raining pee.
Oh my god! Or would all your pee transfer back to you, and you'd end up like that guy over there? Like that's what happened to him.
He's still going.
He lost his iCloud account.
He's still going.
Now he's like got a 8 years backlog of pee that he's got to pee out because there's no stopping it at this point.
I'm confused as to what is actually going on over there because there's an endless amount of pee coming out. Endless. That's not possible. God. Anyway, I don't know where it's coming from. Probably the iCloud. Maybe you'd have assigned peers, you know, kind of like that movie.
I guess you could do that. That'd be your job.
What is that movie? The Giver?
Yeah.
It'd be like they'd be the peer.
The peer.
The peer. And like assigned peers. You'd be great at it, babe.
You could do worse in life.
Yeah.
You could.
I could probably be a satisfying job in a lot of ways, but it'd free everybody else up not to have to pee all the time. Like homeless people could use, but they'd probably have to pay. But then now we're back to the system again. But if somebody could afford to pay you to pee for them, then that would be cool because then, you'd free up a bunch of homeless dudes to not to have to go pee.
Right.
But they can't afford
if they could afford the service.
That's the problem.
They can't afford that service.
And that's what we're saying, you guys. It's not fair to the homeless in this society, right, babe?
It's not. It's not.
It really isn't. I mean, I've been carrying a heavy burden of this homeless thing, mainly by being homeless, you know. When you go through it, then you start to identify, right, babe?
Yeah, how can you not, you know? Then it's your life.
Yeah. And then you have to speak out against that shit, because that shit is not okay in our fucking society, right, babe?
Yeah, even, having been around a lot of them, even the homeless folks often don't realize how unjust it really all is, It's kind of just like...
I know, that's what I don't understand.
Tramp these people down to the point that some folks don't even...
they deserve it or
something. Can't even imagine that it ought to be different,
Well, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
When it becomes so internalized that you don't even criticize it anymore. Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to criticize it, aren't we, babe?
Yeah. Well, and we're also going to open a homeless shelter.
Yeah. We're gonna rise above this shit.
Eventually. Our homeless shelter's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be where people want to be.
You know what bothers me though is like the mayor. We don't even know the mayor, but by now the mayor should know us, huh?
By now we should be the mayor.
Well,
and if the mayor, doesn't want to get with the program, maybe we'll just have to come and assume his job. But we don't know if we don't know if we want to be mayor though.
From Solby. No, I don't want to be mayor, but and I think the mayor will love us when he finally does connect, you know.
Yeah.
But
it probably makes people uneasy when we sit here and tell them basically, yeah, we could have your job if we wanted, you know. But it's cool we don't, so we can all get along.
Well, some people's jobs I want. Not their jobs, but like I want an opening, a job like it.
Right.
Babe, I might have
so,
to let you
know, what we're
squeeze
saying
that,
is like, you know,
I'm building up my hamstrings.
A willingness to open up and, you know, share the stage with my baby will be a good thing for you at this point, because otherwise she's just going to steal the show.
That's my baby, because he already stole the show, and that's why they don't like us, hon. But I think Javier Gonzalez is going to like us, but he doesn't have time to even pay attention to us right now, hon. It's like the mayor should be going out and connecting with individuals, his individual constituents, more than all that other crap he's doing. That's what I've told administrators at the school. It's like, quit going to your stupid meetings all the time and go out and talk to students. I'm not sure where the spoons went, huh? I'm sure I brought them up here. Oh, here they are.
Oh, goody. I'm going to roll down my window just a little bit.
Yeah, you're all
there. It's been muggy for New Mexico, folks. It has been muggy for New Mexico, but this is monsoon season, and there has been a lot of rain, so
good, huh?
Yeah.
But it's getting cold, you guys.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
We've got new problems. We're here in Albuquerque taking my baby to court. Not court this time. I keep calling it court, but it's some parole thing, or?
Yeah, well, it's just this is stupid extension of court and bureaucracy and I was gonna say in motion, but bureaucracy is so rarely in motion.
It's like in motion because you have to run to go do there and sit there and wait and I don't know. Anyway, we're doing that today, despite the fact that we have no money, very little gas, and our car's been acting up until today. Today it stopped acting up, babe.
We were talking about society and culture and laws and money, and I'm kind of an abolitionist when it comes to a lot of those things, but
not me.
Right in this moment I'm looking at the world going, wait a minute, maybe until this moment the world needed all of that stuff in place, because nobody had really found a way to harness the alternative. Had wait, is there a better way to do this world society thing than we're doing? But it's time, like,
I'm gonna say no, don't do that, but I'm listening to you, babe, because I think we can let go of laws and all that stuff whenever people change, where they don't do that stuff. A lot of stuff like hurt other people and stuff.
Right. I mean, people
There's no need for a law if that doesn't happen.
I agree. People need to sort of graduate from the world system at large, I think.
I see what you mean, yeah.
The next grade of, like, I don't know, human relations.
Next grade of school, kind of like. Like we're going into junior high.
It's another way of saying grow up a little bit, I guess. Well,
it probably is.
But no, I'm not somebody who wants to just go and declare anarchy. Even though I don't think that anarchy is necessarily a bad thing, I don't want the kind of anarchy that we would have if suddenly, if the whole world economy collapsed tomorrow.
Right.
I think that would be a disastrous, bad scene, probably, you know? And I don't want that.
No. I guess what we're trying to do maybe is find a way to learn to work with the universe to sustain our needs without having to go through any specific avenue of creating abundance. Is that even, that they probably think that is insane. And it might be, but would you agree that that's kind of like what we're doing, trying to do?
Yeah, I do. It's like almost having it spontaneously generate itself, you know. It's sort of, would you say, like
if we need an apple, we find an apple tree. Not go to the store, not go get a job and go spend 8 hours working typing in data so we can later get a paycheck and go take it to the grocery store and buy an apple.
Right. I like that, baby.
But I don't really like apples. But I mean, I like them baked with a lot of cinnamon on them. Do you?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that? I mean,
That's kind of like the kind that you have in an apple pie, right? Baked with a lot of cinnamon.
But to just go pluck an apple off a tree and eat it, it's okay, but it doesn't thrill me. But you bake that sucker and it becomes like a golden gem of flavor.
In some ways, really, I mean this. It's good that we're not in the Garden of Eden anymore, because we'd be there like, that's cool. Is there an oven around here somewhere? Is there a is there a fridge? Is there a fridge? Maybe as for the fridge, maybe there'd be a creek or a river running through somewhere where you can keep your food cold. That's cool, but okay.
A river runs through it.
Now, wait a minute. I guess. There's nothing saying you can't build a fire in the Garden of Eden. You could build a fire right there in the jungle.
It's not going to get too hot or too cold, huh? And it rains by misting from the ground.
I'm starting to see where we can have our cake and eat it too, baby.
Cool.
And that we're not, in fact, not in the Garden of Eden anymore. That we are. And we have...
Oh, we're in fact in the Garden of Eden.
We are in the Garden of Eden, and we have our electrical appliances. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
You mean made by nature?
Nah, some of them are probably made by man too. I don't know. I mean, why not? Even if it's really, if we decide on keeping it simple, but we wouldn't, because we like our laptop computers. We like our video cameras. We like our
This is weird because I don't even like that kind of stuff. But I fill my life up with it and it makes me happy.
Me too.
I've never understood technology. I understand climbing a tree or beating a stick up against something. But technology has been a challenge. It's been a long time of self-study to understand technology. Because I would stay completely away from technology if I weren't an artist. But because I'm an artist, I'm forced to deal with two things I just really prefer not to: technology and people. Are you like that, or were you always more intrigued with technology? I was more like forced into technology.
I think technology is a big deal. I do. I think
you really like technology?
I think.
I do now, but have you always liked
I've
it?
actually believed, and probably still believe, though it's perhaps one thing to believe among many, but I do believe that technology, even though it's been kind of vilified by science fiction writers and everybody, could, and this is where it's like really important to pay attention to what's happening and participate in life now and make these decisions, because we're definitely at a precipice, and I think technology could be a key to saving the planet, the humankind. It
might be part of the key.
And I think it could be
Maybe
part
it actually
of
would be
a
the key.
spiritual awakening instead of just a technological one for humanity. Somehow there's a twain that shall meet. The fact that we were able to, I don't know, achieve this technology, if we can use it the right way, could actually free us. It's a tool that we had in our DNA to create, and there was a reason for it. And again, it could be like so many other things, but it's either gonna save us or it's gonna be our ultimate undoing. You know, I can't really see it just going on this way with things progressing without something's got to give. Something huge has got to give. Is it going to be a good thing or a bad thing is the question, you know? I think of Godfrey Reggio and his hates technology, wants nothing to do with it, won't go near it.
But then there's that Star Trek movie where technology is a positive thing, and then there's that one movie where technology is straight up evil, and a whole bunch of movies like that. But here's how I think of it. I can't think of it the way you think of it. It's too freaky. Too fucking freaky. But one way I can think of it is two things. One is technology is nice. Technology is nice. Not it's nice to have technology. It's more like technology is nice. They're living beings who are nice. They're not mean. They're not trying to be mean. They don't want to be mean. If somebody uses them in a mean way, they're sad. Technology is sad to have to do shit like that. Nobody wants to do shit like that, not even technology. So we have to realize that technology is nice and be nice to our technology, although I did
My baby's right.
I killed the camera. I murdered it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Renee. But I think Renee saw that coming and said, I will sacrifice and martyr myself for this.
I think Renee appreciates how much you respected Renee. You cared very deeply about Renee. You had a passionate connection with that camera.
Well, I really
that was an act
Renee's
of passion. And because Renee wasn't just a camera, Renee was so much
Renee
more.
was my friend. Yeah. Renee was my friend and part of my own perception and helped express my perception.
So, Renee can really take